national spotlight. CBS taking over our coverage. 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern for some mixed doubles. Parris Todd will kick us off with first serve over to Lea Jansen. Parris Todd invites Lea Jansen up to the net on her terms. Lea Jansen goes wide.
Yeah, that was a more friendly invitation than Parris intended. Not the best drop shot. We haven't seen great drop shots from the pros this week. A lot of track downs, but Lea couldn't find the court, so Parris is going to say, well, it was perfect.
Wow, crispy ground strokes to start. Great approach for Parris Todd. Finds another corner, 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I think Lea was like, that's going wide. Oh, no, it isn't. And now you're in trouble. So hot start for Parris. Parris has been such one of your favorite racehorses that comes from the back of the pack. She's actually getting out of the gate fast here.
These two played women's doubles together this weekend, now playing against each other. Volley for Lea. She's so good at commanding the kitchen.
Yeah, she's got the reach. So, you know, everybody always talks about what can you do, and you see almost a 70% winning percentage, which is fantastic. She sticks the first volley, too, and she's been using the short angles to get winners. So that is her special power. We'll see if she can get it with the great passing shots of Parris Todd.
What a shot by Parris Todd, who reads the play beautifully. Trumps Lea Jansen at the kitchen.
So if she's going to be tall, and she is, then throw it at her feet. So that means don't hit through or dive down and hit that roll, and that's what Parris did there. Very similar winning percentage there, about 2 out of 3 for Parris.
2-0.
Tough one off the tape for Parris Todd. Lea Jansen will take the side out.
Yeah, and Parris, we talked about it all year long. Her seed was in the teens, and everybody's like, oh man, that's a dangerous player, because she hadn't played as many tournaments as everybody. Now she just keeps moving up the ranks, and she'll go above 7 after this one.
That's nice from Lea Jansen. Is that around the post?
I think.
Or over?
Yeah, maybe barely over, but what a two-handed backhand. That's something Lea has absolutely been working on. She had an epic match with Annalie Waters a couple years ago that the two failed her on match points to pull that epic upset. So really has that dialed in here to start.
Side out.
Oh my, instant challenge there on the call from Parris Todd on the sideline.
The out call
Live
puts
that
us
looked
at
in.
side out 2-1. We will not proceed to video review.
We'll take a closer look at it as soon as we have it.
After review, the out call is overturned. The ball was in. 2 timeouts, 2 timeouts. We resume play at 2-2.
Well, I felt like Parris Todd had the advantage in that point, too, so it was a curious call there. Obviously, she saw the ball out, but close call replay is all about the point of contact. It's now the size of the golf ball, a more generous point of contact, and in order to call a ball out, it has to be more than 75% of the ball if you divide it into those quadrants. Parris on the run, almost had it. Lea Jansen takes a 1-point lead.
And I think you're going to say Parris Todd on the run a lot in this, just because Lea's going to put the pressure on her with the volleys. And Lea's not going to sit back and trading groundies all day. The minute she finds when she thinks she can come forward on, she will.
Nice play by Todd.
So how do you flip that? You come forward first. Great return. And again, the Lea Jansen forehand is the better side. So even though much improved on the two-handed backhand, still the topic and the place for Parris to put the ball.
one was wide for Jansen on the backhand side, to your points. Tie game continues. Parris Todd has won one title on the PPA Tour. It was in Orange County back 2 years ago. She would like to get back to the gold podium.
Well, it's a couple that have gone off the tape, and Parris hasn't been able to track them down. At least for her, it was when she was serving, so it doesn't hit the scoreboard. But the depth of those ground strokes are what's so important, and Parris knows that. If she leaves it in the middle of the court, she's going to have to hit a passing shot. If she keeps her back, she feels like she has the advantage. So those margins on how deep and how much pace she can put on it is critical to keep that lady off the net.
Side out
from Todd.
Oh, this
Was
could
that
have a
He
challenge
didn't call
the
it.
other way here.
Todd thought she maybe called it wide.
Yeah.
Lea Jansen did not.
I thought that one was good too.
Yeah.
We're going to have another overturn, so didn't get to that point. That was a great two-handed backhand from Todd.
Just wide for Todd. On the third, this one, we knew it was going to be a battle. It's been close the time they've met, most times anyway.
Yes, 11-5, 12-10 in that Houston matchup. So that was the last time they played.
Point.
This return from Todd, and to your point about Jansen's gold medal winning run in Houston, Texas was a good state for Lea this year. She also won in Dallas in early June this season as well. 2 golds for her on her 2024 campaign.
She's pretty stepping into it too. So you saw Parris Todd run to the angle and hit that before Lea could even adjust to cover the line. That's great court awareness by Parris.
There's her mother Angela in the background.
Charles in charge here as well, Dad.
Love Charles. Great support system for Parris Todd, and her boyfriend Hunter on the bench too. He'll be playing in the semis.
You might want to go warm up, brother. You've done a heck of a job and still in the tournament.
Nice point pass for Parris Todd.
And that's, you just have to have this mentality as Lea Jansen's going to get past. And you just can't let that bother you and make you play timid. She doesn't usually. We'll keep an eye on it.
4-4.
Great point for Lea Jansen. Constructed it perfectly.
Yeah, it's again the volley prowess and then moving Parris, because if Parris is set, you know you're going to be in trouble there. Threw up a desperation lob that went deep. But there's that routine that she's back to and really feels better about that.
Nice. Point. Do you know why she went away from it?
Yeah, got away with it. You know, talked to a bunch of people, get some different ideas, and going back to what works. Because she was doing that in Texas. Guess what? 2 gold medals draped over one's head. That's not hard to reconvince you to go back to the way you were doing things before.
Yeah, she had some disappointing results in Kansas City, in Bristol, Salt Lake City.
Side out.
Back to her winning ways here in Atlanta.
It was out.
And the minute Onisha says it is out, no one is going to say challenge.
So true.
It's just authoritative and right.
Anisha Smith, Drew DeHennis, and Alan Roman are referee
timeout.
crew. And
Oh,
she will.
Wow.
Here she is.
After review, the call on the court stands. The ball was out. 1 timeout remaining, 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 4-5.
Now, you miss a return, you're not happy
All right, Miss Todd,
about
it's not a
it, why
timeout.
not use the extra stuff you can go with that? Now, Anisha's telling Miss Todd that it is not
Time
a
in.
timeout.
4-5.
Oh, cut volley and an ATP response from Parris Todd. Are you kidding me?
Wow, hits the outside of the ball and curls it around the post. Watch this on the dead run. Great paddle readiness. And we've seen the roar from Parris before, and there it was. That's a
5-5.
terrific shot on the dead sprint.
That's wide, and a big serve for Todd will force a 1-point lead on her side.
Six, 5. Side out.
That was an important volley for Lea because of the momentum of what a great ATP can be, and then a missed return that can snowball into 4 or 5 in singles.
5-6.
Call was long.
Side out. I was watching you on the volley.
Lea Jansen looking for a challenge.
I'd love to see it if the truck can. It was
I know,
close because it wasn't the cleanest overhead, but asking ye shall receive. Oh my, was that in by
6-5.
that much? Oh, I want to come back to that.
Todd smacks a volley.
So if that little glimpse we got was indeed where that overhead hit, and I think it is, that was in by 3 or 4 inches. But here's what happened. You challenged the one before, and that wasn't close.
Right.
That was way in, but you lose the gumption
Right.
to challenge again. Even though Anisha said I didn't see it, so you didn't have to go through that portal. Wow, okay. And when it's this
7-5.
close, that's massive.
Point.
Deep on
Timeout
the
receiver,
return.
8-5.
Lea Jansen calls a timeout promptly. Now 3-point lead for Todd. You know, Lea Jansen might watch that one back and be a little disappointed, very disappointed.
Oh, yeah, yes. A little times a million, yes. This is where all the off-court work has to be dialed in here because, yes, you probably should have, not probably, you definitely should have challenged that, but you can't let that bother you now. You got to play through it. Parris's ground strokes are on point today, not surprising. You have to keep coming forward because when she does on the right ball, she's controlling play. It's taking miraculous shots on the run from Parris to pass her, and that's the way Lea plays. She puts so much pressure on the other side, the ones that can withstand it, the ones that beat it. But mentally, she hasn't been tied into that approach over these last couples. Got that couple literally sitting behind her, giving her that calming. And we talked a lot about the teams that these players have, physios, mental coaches, just ideas that you need to have. So this is, let's see, coming out of this timeout, she can hit a good return.
That was a great return. Smoked it, did Lea Jansen.
And Parris went with the cut, and it ran away from her forehand. So that was huge footwork needed for Lea to get to that forehand.
And we saw Todd do that a lot against Fahey, mixed up her tempos a little bit with her serving, with the spins, trying to find something, a winning combination. Wow, down the line, another pass for Todd.
Again, has to hit a 10 out of 10 shot to pass her, but she's up to the task here today. And you talk about routines. Here's Parris's looks at the video board every time, goes through the
8-5.
same motion. I recommend that to every player, whether you're just starting or one of the superstars like these two.
That's so good from Lea Jansen. From the return to the approach. Curious too, like what goes into that for these players. How do they develop their routines? Like, is it just a natural progression that comes? Like Lea's is so unique.
Yeah, Lea's goes through the whole centering, so there is a huge purpose to hers.
Wide for Todd.
And then you have people, Zane Navratil just goes and touches the back fence. Just a reset. Parris just gets herself in that perfect headspace before every rally. So you got to find what's yours. Some people don't want to step on the line when they go out on court. Yesterday was Friday the 13th. It probably freaked somebody out.
Side out.
Jansen will just settle for a point in that trip to the service line. Todd recovers it.
Eight-6.
Oh, there's going to be a controversy. Yeah. Parris
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call. The out call puts us at side out 6-8. We'll now proceed to video review.
The pace is great.
After review, the call on the court stands. The ball was out. Challenge is lost and the timeout is lost. One timeout remaining, no timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 6-8.
So no timeouts for Lea Jansen. One remains for Parris Todd. That could prove to be costly here down the stretch.
6-8.
Wow, that backhand is such a thing of beauty for Todd.
And you saw like the air just taken out of Lea. It's like I hit an unbelievable approach and it hits the line going flying past me. That's a great ball from Parris.
8-6.
And what a return of the favor. Same, that sideline is, we're going to need to repaint it.
Seriously. Too good from Lea Jansen.
6-8.
That's so good. Lea Jansen takes another.
And that is not Parris Todd's game to drop it and then come in behind it. She thought she had the ball down low enough and Lea wouldn't be able to do anything, but smart. Lea gave ground a little bit so she could hit through the next ball instead of trying to short hop something.
7-8.
Smart choice from her, wide open court.
That's so good. Inside in. Lea Jansen ties it at 8.
You see that a ton.
Timeout,
You'll see that in the
receiver,
fellas
8-8.
match coming. Lea hit up on those volleys to get a better look. Also saw Brooke Buckner.
8-8.
Lea, as a part of the New York Hustlers, is now kind of a added Charlotte crew player now.
Point.
So she's getting little wisdom from Brooke, who has played, obviously, all the top ladies, has a couple titles of her own this year.
She sure does. Great story, Brooke Buckner, and she'll be in action later on today as well in the semifinals. Great result for her. She has Annalie Waters, though, in her way.
I talked to her. She knows. That's just awesome.
Point.
So good. And Tom went for the cross-court pass that time. Jansen was all over it.
Tried to dip it in. The problem with that shot from Parris, and we're talking fractions, if it's a little shorter with more dip, then Lea can't get that ball. So nice comeback. Look at this.
10-8.
Game point for Lea Jansen. Just wide for Jansen. Parris Todd fights off one game point, and we've seen her battle back, i.e. Lakeville, Minnesota, where she was down and out from major deficits and finds her way through.
8-10.
Wide for Jansen. Todd within one.
And it's funny, Parris sometimes when she's down gets more aggressive. You've seen her come forward on game point against and right there as well.
Is she better suited to take the kitchen or the baseline against Jansen? Or situational, obviously.
You just have to take, if you get a ball in the midcourt, you've got to take advantage of it.
Point.
Oh my, a loopy serve, missed return for Jansen. That's how the tempo can sometimes mess with you on the serve. Parris Todd, one of the best at that.
It's like a great baseball pitcher. You throw 100 every time, that's not going to work. Throw the slider, change up right there, gets the batter way out in front, hit it in the net. It's going to take more than 11.
Inside out, Lea Jansen is frustrated, understandably so. Game point, swings on the side of Parris Todd.
Game point.
Saved a game point to take one of her own.
11-10.
Wow, what a play by Lea Jansen. Gutsy return, went all in.
Yeah, because this is like the exact scenario of when they did play indoors in Minnesota, when Parris was down even more than this deficit and got her 11-9 in the third.
Drop volley, sneak attack from Lea Jansen.
Someone needs to hold a drop volley clinic and every pro needs to come, except Big H on the backhand yesterday hit a beauty, but that's nice. Maybe Jay DeVilliers can teach that. Because you don't want to bring your opponent in when you're ahead unless it's a winner, an easy winner.
11-11.
That's a great point for Todd. The battle continues.
And that's great recognition. If you see her go to one hand on the paddle, you have got to take a couple steps into the court. You know you're going to get something short. And then she went with pace and angle. Great play from Parris right there.
11-all.
11-11.
Deep for Jansen, who was trying to command the kitchen, couldn't reach it.
Game point.
Game point number 2 for Parris Todd.
Point game.
Parris Todd will take the first. 13-11. No paddle taps after this one. That's normal for Lea Jansen, but
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click Leagues today to get started.
Behind Parris, you got to know she's going to be behind.
0-0.
And then you hope she catches up, and she usually does.
crispy volley from Lea Jansen. Throws it away at the base there at the kitchen.
Yeah, that's another of those. If you keep volleying everything cross court, Parris will get that one extra step. So go behind her. Smart start for Lea.
Side out. 0-1. Side out.
So very late decision from Parris there, but she did hit it deep, but such a smart shot from Lea. Again, if they're flying forward like that, just dip it. There's no way she can get to that ball. If she tried to hit through it, Parris would have been able to get there. So that's twice the shot selections have been on point for Lea.
Oh, it was there for Jansen. She misses it.
Too cash. Parris is in jail, out of the point. Just, you don't even have to hit this special. But you got to flush it.
0-1.
So we'll see if there's any carryover.
Point.
A missed volley for Jansen, and these are balls she feels like she's on.
Especially from where Parris hit that ball. Like, there's no way you're going to get past from there. Just a little off balance at contact.
1-1. Point.
Lea kind of glances over at her bench and the crowd on whether that was out, clearly out.
2-1. Point. Timeout receiver, 3-1.
A slew of misses, brand new courts.
Time in.
Credit to the Lifetime facility here at Peachtree Corners for
I mean, this looks
creating
like
that
it's
possibility.
what we intended to
3-1.
do.
Yes.
Unbelievable job by the crew here, our team, the PPA team, and all the technical guys and gals that get us this beautiful coverage.
A little bump off the tape, and Parris Todd follows it up with a winner. 4-1 lead now.
And that's where the two-handed backhand really helps you, because you have a wide open court, but you cannot hit it with pace. So use the left hand to give it height over the net and spin. That's smart from Parris.
4-1.
And Parris Todd can crank that backhand.
Oh, magnifique, Parris. That's as good as it gets. And the backhand down the line, again, Lea had a look to win game one with it. It looked a lot like that Annalene Waters match from last year, where she just doesn't follow through with it at crunch time. That's what the backhand down the line can look like.
Wow, what a clean pass cross court for Parris Todd.
Timeout receiver, 6-1.
Jansen will call an immediate timeout.
6-1.
Jansen comes up with on the return. And that is not what she was hoping for.
No, that was missed by 3 feet wide and deep. And now when you start questioning technique like she is there, that is
7-1.
not a good sign.
Side out.
There it is for Jansen. She'll take back the serve. Now a 6-point hole to climb out of. She climbed out of a decent hole in game one to heat up. We'll see if she can do the same here.
For someone that's so into
1-7.
muscle memory,
Yeah.
just remember 20 minutes ago.
Wild upsets this tournament and comebacks.
Yes.
Point.
So Lea feels the pressure when she's getting past. The player that's having to deal with all of this feels the pressure of, I don't know how to get it through her.
Right. So the key for Lea then would
Side out.
always be to get to the kitchen first.
In this matchup. Now, Parris is on fire with the passes. There you saw her hook it a little bit and just keep it closer to the line with some spin, and that got Lea off balance. So sometimes the other player's just better that day, and we'll see if Parris can finish it off.
Wow, that's great. There's the drop volley Parris has been looking for, a little bit more out of reach from Lea Jansen.
That wasn't even, that was like the only shot available after a terrific shot from Lea. So to be able to literally, let's make some pancakes on the skillet, lay that paddle out flat, that is perfect technique.
Parris Todd playing with that Franklin paddle, new from the Selkirk, and has a little bit longer of a handle, so she likes her grip a little bit better on the backhand.
Wow.
Point.
And now Lea's having the personal soliloquy, and that was how many shots can you miss?
Nine, 2.
That's a beautiful shot by Lea Jansen, just grabbing the outer edge of the sideline.
Just.
Barely.
That might have been 28%.
Two, 9.
Parris Todd with a beauty. Closes to the net, and momentum clearly on her side.
Yeah, that forehand feathered up the line again. Continues to be where the ball goes, so Lea hasn't adjusted to that as well. And great recognition by Parris. Pop it up, don't let the ball hit the ground. You've got half the court open in singles.
9-2. Side out.
Still a lot of fight left in Lea Jansen. Not wanting to let her Grand Slam final hopes slip away here at the hands of Parris Todd, especially after a 13-11 battle in game 1.
Side out.
But you can't follow it up with that, unfortunately.
No, you can't. And the technique there was just not perfect. Bent down a little early.
9-2.
Off-speed serve. Wow.
Point.
Lea Jansen handled the return nicely, but Parris Todd found a way to earn a match point on her side.
Yeah, and that pattern's been, when she's on the run, it's gone up the line almost every time, but it keeps working, so why change?
10-2.
Wow, oh no, the call is wide. Parris Todd felt like she had the clean pass. Might as well use your challenge.
Call puts us at side out.
We might be done.
We will proceed to video
That looked into you.
After review, the call in the court is overturned. The ball is in. Point game match, 11-2.
That's a tough way to end it. And Parris Todd will advance to the final again in Atlanta. A warm embrace with her boyfriend Hunter Johnson, who will be in action later today.